how you guys doing? This is William Myers, Mantis Outdoors, out here in the woods with Chris from Prepared Mind 101, and I want to do a part 2 to the previous video that I just recently did, where I showed you guys some of the store-bought freeze-dried foods that, like I said several times in that video, is rather expensive, but you know, it's like clicking the easy button. You know, that stuff is no fuss, no muss, just pour in boiling water, you know, very little mess to take care of, almost no dishes rather than your, you know, maybe your spoon or your other eating utensils that you were using at the time. But you know, the cost of that food is just outrageous, and it's not really that great for you either. I mean, the sodium content's through the roof, you know, and other things that I don't really want to get into in videos, because that's going to lead to nutritional debates, and those, you can't just never win them. But I want to show you some of the stuff that I regularly carry with me on a daily basis when I'm out in the woods for 2, 3, 4 days. But what I have with me right now is 3 days worth of food. All right, so just as a control, we're gonna pretty much measure everything against this mountain house that we have right here. You know, this mountain house was bought at Dick's Sporting Goods. I don't know if, you know, some people might not have those around them. It's a big sporting goods chain, and it carries with it inside of it, see, 2.5 servings, make sure that's in frame, 575 calories. So this bag carries 575 calories. We're not going to go through the sodium levels and all that stuff, but this is what we're going to measure all of my food against. So what you're looking at now on the ground is what I carry for 3 days of food. What I do is I go to the store and I put meals together. All of the things that you're looking at right now only require water to cook. That's it. You know, some of it's, you know, margarine or butter optional. It's not necessary. So let's start out with breakfast. For breakfast, either if I feel like I don't, you know, want to waste any time, I'll just grab, like I said in the previous video, a handful of almonds, maybe 2, and go from there, and then I'm ready. If I feel like I want to sit down and have an actual decent breakfast, I will get into my bag and have trouble with a knot. This is one of my favorite bags. It's actually made by a Native American that's no longer with us, but he was a good guy. But what I'll do is actually I'm running a little low here. This is my flour bag, and I'll just take a Ziploc baggie and throw flour in it, and that's what I start my breakfast with. I'll just, you know, dump out into my pan or bowl some flour, mix water with it, make cakes, and then I will add some like jerky bacon and, you know, pieces of jerky bacon inside that dough as it is, fry it up next to the fire. That's breakfast, and I'm off. So moving on from breakfast, let me put this away. You know, this leather bag just protects that Ziploc baggie. Nothing's gonna puncture it or anything like that. So lunchtime, 9 times out of 10, I usually don't really, you know, grab too much for lunch. You know, I'm pretty busy around that time. Either that or I'm fishing or what have you, setting traps, making my shelter better. So I'll grab stuff like this from the store. This stuff's $1, and this packet alone is 200 calories. You know, this is just almond butter. All you have to do is really simple, just, you know, tear it and eat it just straight out of the package. It's 200 calories down the hatch. You know, no big deal. For dinner, what I usually will do is I'll go to the store, and like I said in the last video, I look for things that only require water or no water at all to make. So, you know, I'll grab some beef jerky, and this can last not only the dinner that I'm making, but periodically snacking throughout the 3 days. And I mean, this is loaded with protein, and you know, this contains 6 servings at 80 calories per serving. So I mean, that's pretty good. And 1 or 2 servings is going to go in my dinner, so that's 160 calories at least. And I'll throw that in this. I'll reconstitute the beef jerky in water, and it makes sort of almost like little pieces of roast. It's really good. And then I'll do something like this, which is like a potatoes in a bag, and just reconstitute that with water. This is 4 servings at 100 calories a serving. So that's 400 calories right there. So you're looking at dinner time about 560 calories right there, just boom, down the hatch. And this was $1. You know, this beef jerky is $3. You know, and I've already, so for $4 or roughly $5. I've already beat this, which was $10. So the next day, I'll throw together some rice, and this is loaded with calories. And that's what you want when you're eating out in the woods. You know, you don't want, you know, little tiny stuff that's just you know, a calorie here, a calorie here. You want, you know, your dinner to be calorie intensive, because all that work that you've done throughout the day, you need to replace those calories and then hit the rack. So this is 2.5 calorie servings at 240. So let's see, that's 120, 480, 90. So this is 600 calories in this package right here, just alone. So that's creamy, well, not creamy, that's in another bag. Chicken flavored rice, and then a bag of packaged chicken, which is almost 200 calories itself. You know, that's a meal. And then, like I said in previous videos about, you know, I always carry these cans of fish. These are loaded with proteins, very good for you. It's like 400 calories in this can alone. And I throw that on top of some rice. All these packages are $1, $1. You know, this is $2.50. You know, so for my money, you know, I've spent maybe $20 and I've got 3 days worth of food. Less than $20, like 15 something in there. And this, one meal for $10. You know, just, it's a no-brainer, guys. And I think, in my opinion, the packages that I put together taste better. Alright guys, well, it's been William Myers, Mantis Outdoors. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, there's some more of my previous videos that are playing in the screens to my left right now. There's also a subscribe button over there. If you haven't done so, I appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. To stay up to date with what I'm doing with my school and the YouTube channel, stay posted on the videos that are going to be uploaded. You can go to www.facebook.com/Mantis Outdoors, or you can go to www.mantisoutdoorsllc.com. Liking my videos helps me and my channel out a lot. I appreciate all your views, comments, and support, and hopefully we'll see you out in the woods.